Over the next few minutes, we're going to look at some common difficulties Chinese learners face with pronunciation, particularly the pronunciation of different consonants. We'll then look at why it's important to include pronunciation in our classes. I'll then demonstrate 2 pronunciation games that we can use to help our students. Finally, you can choose one pronunciation activity to apply to one of your classes and share what you've discovered with your team. First, let's look at why it's important to include pronunciation in our lessons. By including pronunciation, we can help our students be better understood. Also, we can encourage our students by showing them different aspects of English they may not have studied before. Also, we can build confidence in their speaking by introducing how to say words and sounds clearly and correctly. Finally, we're giving the students what they want, because more often than not, the students are the first to say they want to improve and develop their own pronunciation skills. Now let's have a look at some common difficulties Chinese learners face with pronunciation. Chinese learners struggle to produce many consonants in English. This is because a lot of these sounds don't exist in their first language. Zheng Cheng introduces many of these examples in her essay called Chinese Speakers. Looking at this chart, you may recognize many of these mistakes from your own students. Please pause this video for a moment to read through and understand this chart more fully. Now that we've had a chance to read and become familiar with the chart, let's have a look at some different games that can demonstrate how to help students to overcome these pronunciation issues in a fun, memorable, and motivating way. The first game we're going to look at is lip reading. This is an easy game where a student must lip read words to their partner, and their partner must guess what that word is. This works really well with minimal pairs from the chart shown before. Here are some example flashcards I've made with minimal pairs to target consonants that our students struggle with. Of course, you can always use different lexis or phrases from a lesson and use the same game in your class. The second game is called Zip Zap Zop. This is a high-energy, fast-paced game that's very fun. Students can play this by choosing 3 minimal pairs or consonants that they'd like to work on. You put them into groups. Each student must say a minimal pair in order, and if they mispronounce or say the wrong word, then they're eliminated from the group until there's one remaining person left in the competition as the winner. I'll now demonstrate both of these activities that I've used in my classes or in a lounge chat. And while you're watching, note down how you think these games or activities could help improve students' pronunciations and the difficulties that they struggle with.
Wow. Wow. Bow. Bow. Wow. Bow. Wow. Wow. Bow. Bow. Wow.
During the lip reading game, students were able to become more familiar and understand how their mouth moves and the muscles that they're using, including the tongue, lips, and jaw. For the partner mouthing the words, they need to be very conscientious of what their mouth is doing and how it appears to their partner. And for the partner watching, they need to watch carefully and see what their partner's mouth looks like and notice any subtle differences that appear. For example, the shape of a TH versus an F, or TH versus an S. As for Zip Zap Zop, they need to say words quickly and accurately or they'll be eliminated from the competition. Creating a competitive atmosphere with this game allows students to remember sounds more easily and more effectively. Overall, both of these games can be fun and engaging for your students, and for teachers, they're easy to organize and can allow your lessons to be much more memorable. Lastly, here are a few simple steps we can use to facilitate pronunciation games. We should tailor to what our students need and focus on the sounds they struggle with based on where they're from or any fossilized errors they've developed in their learning experience. We can encourage peer and self-correction to allow students to help each other versus relying solely on the teacher as a model. We can keep the games physical and visual by including hand gestures, drawing pictures, or just pointing to the shape of the mouth so the students can feel and see how the mouth is placed for each target sound. Finally, we can make the games engaging and competitive to allow students to enjoy pronunciation as well as develop their own speaking skills. Now it's your turn. Try one of these games in your class and share what you've discovered with your team and at a pronunciation training session.